one is gone.
No balls, no landing on me.
Dude, that I would.
Previously on Curse of Strahd. After a tumultuous time on the road to Van Richten's tower, Annalie running off in a vampiric haze before attacking R'Lern, turning on him, and drinking his blood. Afterwards, she was satiated for some time. You returned to the road and made it to Van Richten's tower at nightfall. There, you met up with Esmeralda, who, after letting you stay in her wagon, took you all on a voyage to a mansion in the woods. At this mansion, after solving a series of riddles and puzzles, you found yourself inside, but no Mordenkainen to be found. You made your way through the house and eventually came to a secret room that only R'Lern could open using his octopus and refusing to speak with it using the potion that was offered to him. Afterwards, you entered a library that appeared to be completely burned to cinders. Inside, you found a hole in the wall with a statue carved to look like a vampire on one side and a werewolf on the other. Without knowing what to do, you thought perhaps there might be something inside this hole. And so, you offered your hand. And that is where we will begin. Your hand cut off.
No. Say things so.
Oh, it's calmed down a little bit. Now I'm afraid of that. I haven't been, right? No.
The room is charred. Black cinders sparkling in the little bit of light that comes in through the yellowed windows and the door across the room that led in from the bathhouse. Your hand hovering just before the hole in the wall. You hesitate before placing it firmly inside. You reach. Your hand disappears in the darkness up to your wrist, and you feel nothing so far. What do you do?
I'd like. So can I like see my hand as it goes in?
Your hand, as you place it in, it's almost as if the charcoal of the entire room is sucking the light out of the nooks and crannies, and your hand begins to disappear in shadow.
Can I cast Mage Hand and have it huh?
Inside the hole?
Yeah, inside the hole to like see if there's anything inside and grab it.
You do it. You begin to whisper a few words, your hand making a small motion to cast this spell. As you do, instantly it erupts in flame. Your hand burning, melting. You see it now as it begins to scroll, and it's whole inside. You are going to take some damage. Of course,
We're here to support.
Six.
6 damage.
You scream out in pain. Everyone jumps. Esmeralda runs up beside you and she tries to start pulling at your arm to pull you out. As she does, you're firmly stuck. You feel your shoulder nearly pulled out of its socket. She's yanking hard on you to pull you out.
Can I roll for strength to pull it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's just a 10.
Yeah. As you pull, the more you pull, it seems the harder it pulls against you. It starts to eat up into your core.
Relax, you learn.
Relax your arm.
What's happening?
I stopped moving my arm.
You take another 5 damage.
Nice and easy.
As your mouth continues to gape open as you scream in pain. You begin to emit over the hole. Truth and death is what they read as they glow in fiery embers. And it continues to pull you
Truth
in.
and death?
Truth and death. What do you do?
Is that
Push farther into the hole.
You do that. Take another 5 damage. It continues to eat away your flesh. As you look inside, wreathed in flame, you see it begin to peel and crack and char, and the flesh underneath is exposed. It continues to bubble and fat.
Oh, Matthias, what do we
Your
do?
lungs and skin shock.
Oh, Matthias! We have to help
What do you do?
him.
We can't hold on.
Relearn. What do we do?
I cast Gust of Wind on my arm.
Just a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it out.
Yeah. You do that, and as you do, the wind blows inside it. The whole thing roars as if you were billowing into a furnace.
Is there anything I can see that I can hit? On
I didn't think it
Anything that you can hit, it's that hole, and there's a sculpture on each side.
a sculpture?
There's a sculpture of a vampire.
I'm gonna take my spear and slam into the werewolf sculpture.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. As you do, it knocks it immediately off the stand, and the whole thing goes silent. Except for the screams of Verlern as he lies there, his hand boiling, sizzling. You hear the popping of his flesh as it still crackles in the heat.
I think it's perfect.
Relearn, are you okay? Amadeus!
Yeah, being sorry. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds out of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Is his hand out
Do it.
now?
Yeah, he pulled it out. Yeah.
All
Up to near
Or
your
did you
shoulder.
just roll?
You're completely scorched.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's
No, that's it. Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
know how Cure Wounds works. Dang.
Here's the wound now.
You're on the
Yeah.
ground, I'm guessing? probably?
It's from like up here now to right here. Thanks,
That's cool.
Jordan.
No,
It's
don't
okay.
worry, buddy. Okay.
Relearn.
Just cast it again. No, I wouldn't.
No, I'm
use
not
it
gonna
right
use it.
now. No.
No.
Yeah.
Relearn, are you okay? It was
No.
It's been a trap.
Did I see what it was saying over me? I don't
We
know.
all saw, I thought.
Did they see or what I
They
see?
saw you could
I've got
you
it.
would have seen it. It was emitting right above your head. So if you had looked, you can see as it kind of glows and begins to fade away. Looking now, truth and death.
What does that mean? Truth and death.
I have no idea. For a second there, I thought maybe if
You died.
I was about to cut your arm,
Fine.
to be honest.
I just been a preferable choice.
And
Well,
thank God you came. Destroy.
I'd like to cast mending on my clothes, as I assume they've been burned up at this point.
Yeah, it's still in immense pain there.
Yeah.
Not usable for casting or for any sort of physical.
But I can at least do it with my other.
Yes.
Okay.
Your clothes begin to knit back together over it. They sting and sin, but not as bad as you thought it might, just because the raw numbness of shock is beginning to set in.
Good.
Esmeralda stands there amidst the charcoal, picks up the figure, now blackened, has a large split in the wood in its skull. She pulls it, looks over to where it's placed. Truth and death. She goes and places the statuette back in place.
truth and death.
The
And has
statues
Strahd
in
and a
the
werewolf.
hole? What if we put one of the statues into the hole?
Truth and death? I feel like it would be Strahd you put in there.
How big are the statues?
Roughly a foot and a half tall.
How big's the hole?
The same size.
Alright.
Shut
I'll do it.
Let's do the.
I'm gonna do. What about Strahd? Truth and death? Werewolves aren't. I mean, Strahd is.
I said we do Strahd.
Thanks.
Let's do Strahd.
Okay, let's try. I'm gonna pick him up like this, so my hands don't go into the hole. Is that possible?
Yeah. I mean, you can
Okay,
place
yeah.
it there.
I'm just gonna place it
Use
in
your
the hole.
spear. Just stab
I'm just gonna place it in the hole.
Yeah. As you do that, you can place it in, and the thing it sits there. Nothing happens.
All right. Well, maybe let's try the werewolf.
Sure.
Okay. Grab him out. Put him back.
And grabbing him out, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Not very much. I think it's probably. I think yeah, it's a 6.
6. With that, your fingers, you feel them pull, and immediately,
Get the werewolf! Get the werewolf!
you feel the heat on your fingers. They begin to tingle and singe. And are you pulling against it, or do you freeze?
Amadeus, hit the werewolf!
Okay, I'm gonna hit
You hit the werewolf.
Just like knock it over.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and the thing stops immediately.
Okay.
So that's good. We know how to turn it off. But do we just try to put the werewolf in us?
Let's
it. Let's just try it.
Let's just try, I guess. I put Strahd down a little shakily. Okay, grab the werewolf, and I put it in there.
As you do, we hit both. Same.
Can
we
you
put
fit
both?
both?
The hole is deep, so theoretically.
Alright, let's try Strahd in there. I'm gonna try to put both and put Strahd in there.
Okay. As you do that, it pushes the other one further back into the hole, and they're both inside now.
Maybe Strahd should have gone first, but I'm not touching them. I don't want to get them out. I don't know what to do. Mine's 0, so. That's good.
I'll pull them
Yeah, but why? Why? Amadeus, why though?
out. You gotta pull. They obviously are used for something. Obviously, it's not this.
I guess.
Yeah, just leaving him in there is not gonna help us.
Okay. Just be careful.
Leave him in there. I mean, do you have any other ideas?
Yeah. Seems confusing. But the hole is big enough, but it's deep enough, so it almost is like there's one missing. Should we look around for another statue? A Strahd and a werewolf seems very odd. I don't know. It seems like there could be one missing. What if one goes right there? What if it goes Strahd, the werewolf, and then there's one in the middle? We're
What does the
missing the
truth
one in the
and
middle.
death mean in that?
How many statues could we fit in there? Add
The
another one.
hole, so far as you know, has no end.
I feel like there would be a third. What if we look around the room
We can
for a
look
second?
around.
Yeah, we can look around before I pull it out.
Just to see.
Yeah.
You turn your gaze from that hole there, and you turn around, looking. Most everything is charred black. You go and you look across what you think are bookcases. You see charred spines, bookends. What might have been a globe now sits melted. Most everything is just charred black, and you don't see really anything of note that might fit that hole immediately.
Immediately. I'm gonna look deeper. That's the trick word. Roll for investigation.
Sure.
Immediately. There is the trick. Okay.
Oh.
12, 11. I got it.
11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as you look around the room, it becomes apparent everything is completely destroyed past use. If there was something here, it was long since destroyed.
Should we maybe go look around the rest? Go upstairs before we attempt this. This will stay. They're still upstairs. Oh wait.
You are upstairs.
Oh, we are upstairs. Oh my bad.
There's one more room that you left unexplored.
Yeah, the guest room.
Can we go
We'll search there, but I feel like what we need for this is somewhere in this room. Or there's some puzzle we just don't understand with this
Truth and death.
truth and death.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like there could be a missing one. Maybe not though. That's why. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, that's a 6.
Does that succeed or fail?
You know.
Tentatively reach your hand inside. As you get this overwhelming sense that something wrong, something evil lie inside that hole. You reach further, and your hands grasp around the first wooden piece. As you pull it out. You're able to. What do you do with it? You pulled it out.
I'm just gonna sit on the ground for now.
You go back in for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You reach in further, farther back there. You take it, and you're able to pull it out.
Good to know.
I'd like to inspect the
Yeah.
werewolf statue that was smashed
Okay.
partially. But do you want me to go for that?
No, you pick it up, you look at it, turn it over. As far as you can tell in your training, it appears non-magical. It is split from where Annalie attacks it. And that gray stain.
Does it look like there's anything
I'll
inside
care about the
of,
next
like a
statue.
crack? Or like a
You look
hole?
inside, it appears to be wood.
Just solid
Just
wood.
solid wood.
It's a puzzle. We have to figure it out. Truth and death. The werewolf does something, but what does the Strahd statue do?
The Strahd statue is made of wood, yes?
Yes, as far as you can tell.
That's the thing. The werewolf has whatever thing is in there. I don't know. What does the Strahd one do?
What do you mean, what did it do?
Like,
If we put it
maybe
just
we
a
knock
werewolf
over the
one,
werewolf
we-
one and then reach your hand and we just Strahd it. Like, what does that do? I'm saying. Because the werewolf was.
Do we want to experiment with that? With what the werewolf
No.
one did?
Yeah, she can
Not-
stick her hand in.
Not necessarily. I'm just saying I don't know
now,
what
I
it is.
guess.
No, I'll pass.
Could we just swap
What
places?
if,
Let's try that. But then, I mean,
I mean, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it
do
would do
anything.
what if we, so it's truth and death. What if we kill Strahd? His statue. What killed the vampire? A stake. What if we stab him through the heart? Truth and death?
It don't hurt the Strahd.
It's wood
What?
on wood, but I guess we could.
Not necessarily with a wooden stake, as I mean, we could try it with that, see if there's
Yeah, plenty.
something about it. Yeah.
Well,
But
no,
then
I could
maybe
just use
try
my
with just a-
spear like
a
I did the
spear.
werewolf. But
Well, that
it's
wouldn't
still.
technically kill Strahd, though.
Yeah,
The
I
stake
guess.
probably wouldn't either, but it's...
But well,
I'd like to-
I used the spear on the werewolf because it's pointed with
Yeah,
stuff to kill a werewolf.
that
That's
would
right.
make sense.
But then still was.
Yeah, I'd like to try to stab a wooden stake into the Strahd statue.
Okay. Let's make that a strength check.
Dang. Somebody else needs to be rolling these straight.
Yeah, give me.
Here, take my wooden stake.
Alright.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
A 5. With the 5, you hit it. It kind of bends the tip of the stake and just snaps.
I have room a good stake.
Oh gosh.
I still have 3
I
more.
have 6.
I don't know. Okay, give me one, Amadeus. Alright, I'll do it. Alright, 17.
Yeah, 17. You managed to find the place where you think it would be weakest, a wedge. And as you go up, where are you using to hit the stake?
The stake?
Say I
My.
give her a mallet.
Hang on,
Or are you just trying to jam it in?
Just jam it in with my own
Okay.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16, as you go and you swing down, it wedges itself within a small crevice, and the thing splits slightly, going in about maybe an inch.
Oh, here you go, Amadeus. Didn't do anything.
Is the wood stake still in there?
Maybe since we killed both of them with how they actually would die, we could stick them back on the thing. Let's try it. Okay, I grabbed
Wait.
Strahd. What?
You already killed the wolf one?
Yeah, I used my spear, and the spear is the thing that kills
Or is
werewolves.
the wood stake stuck in the statue?
Partially, yeah. It seems like it would fall right out.
Okay.
Leave the wood stake in.
And I'm gonna grab Strahd and put him back where he goes.
Okay, it's
Can
teeters
the
and
wood
stake.
stake go in farther?
You could have.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna push it as far as the mallet.
Okay, do you have a mallet?
I do have a mallet, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Let me, yeah, no, I have the one mallet I think I grabbed from the tower.
Cool.
Yeah.
Roll the hit.
One.
11. Yeah. You, the thing splits open. The wood threatens to peel in two. But the stake drives a wedge deep into the heart of the statue.
You want to take it out though?
The stake?
Yeah.
No, leave the stake.
Well, it doesn't work
You
up
don't
here.
take the stake. out of
Okay,
the-
I pick up, but I'm saying it's not sitting on the thing right. It teeters forward, right? It won't stand straight.
No, it can stand straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It kind of
Because of the, it wasn't
As you
really
set it
anymore.
in, it almost slots into a specific place.
All right, grab the werewolf. We sit him where he's supposed to be.
You do that, and nothing seems to change, but everything's back in place.
Now we stick it.
Yeah.
Just have
Okay.
just have it be next to the wolf statue.
I'm gonna stick it in, or
No, I'll stick my hand next to the wolf statue.
you? Okay. Ready? Do it. Okay, I'm right here.
This is a terrible idea.
Go.
Relayan, where are you?
He went exploring.
I'm sticking my hand in.
You're sticking your hand in, and what are you doing?
I'm right by
Did you
the.
guys figure it out?
I'm right by the werewolf statue.
Sorry.
About to like just tip it over. It's all you do is tip it over.
You reach your hand in, and immediately you get the sense that you can put it in further.
Amadeus, what's happening?
I don't know, gotta push my hand in further.
Okay, any heat? Any heat?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hold it there. And suddenly, as if a switch has been turned, you erupt in flames.
Oh, God.
Take it out! Take it out!
Taking it out!
Before she can even pull it off, you tear your hand out of that hole. It's still on fire, burning.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're basically a human torch.
Ooh, I stopped that roll.
Okay. Yeah, you drop to the ground. Charcoal dust flies up in the air as he kind of rolls, but it goes out pretty quickly. Yeah, I'll let you take off your arms.
Amadeus.
It feels like a pretty decent burn across the entire thing. It's red.
Are you okay?
I'm good. That did not work.
That did not work.
No, I'm out of ideas.
What if it almost splits the statue in two? What if there's something in the statue? What if we just split it open? Like, this thing is dumb
Maybe
anyway.
we need a little spear in.
No, we're not trying that.
Why not?
A spear just needs to be hit a werewolf. It doesn't need to be sticking in it.
I don't know.
What if we just split Strahd? What if we just
I should be splitting into the center. I feel like it's good enough.
We almost did. He's almost split in two.
No, I'm saying this thing is pretty much in the center.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying
Which
we
is
just get.
generally what you would do.
I know. I'm saying, what if there's something in
The
the
learn's
statue?
gone off. I don't know where.
As I come back.
Food.
Anyway, we tried something else.
You went back into that room, didn't you? I sure did. I grabbed a whole pizza.
Did you go back into the other room?
No.
You should have. but you
I
didn't.
did.
Yeah,
No,
I
what
see
do
you
you do?
should.
So,
Me?
here's
I
what happened
see.
while you were gone.
No,
I went to the other
no,
room.
Just
I
let
just
him like
You
go in
legitimately
there.
went there?
Yeah.
Just let him. That's
Okay.
the game.
We'll say you wandered off to that other room in there. In
Went to
the other room, the bathhouse,
try
there is a
searching
large mirror
I don't
against
think
the
it's
wall.
gonna do anything.
In front of it is a sort of vanity, and on it there is really not much other than a single hand mirror that lays out brass, and it's in an odd shape,
Shit.
kind of oblong, almost as if it were a silhouette.
I'd like to grab that.
You grab it, you pick it up, you see yourself in the mirror. You take it back to the other room.
Raylan, where'd you find the other room?
Kind of odd shaped hand mirror.
What do you mean odd shape?
Well, it's in the shape of a silhouette, but I'm not sure what silhouette quite.
Silhouette. Does it fit in the hole?
Stuff everything in the hole. hole?
You hold it up, and with the handle, it would not fit perfectly in the hole.
Dang it.
It does not.
Never mind.
But as you hold it there, in place, you see it masks out the entire silhouette of that hole.
If whatever it's silhouetting is what fits in that hole, though.
Well, what could it be?
So there is something that's missing. We just did some terrible ideas.
Do we recognize what the silhouette looks like?
It's
Yeah.
the same general shape as those two figures. It's not particularly detailed. Each one, let me grab this. Each one is a fairly simple carving. The whole roughly looks like that.
See.
And you have
Could be anything.
one statue there, and one statue there,
Okay.
and this sort of mantle.
This is like national treasure. We're missing one. We need to go explore.
We need to go look at the Charlotte.
So where did you find this, relearn? In the other room?
Just in the bath, in the washroom.
It was a mirror that had that same silhouette.
It appears so.
And there's nothing else in the room?
No, nothing that we have already explored.
I think we should explore the rest of the house with this shape in mind and see if we can find the silhouette.
Esmeralda's kicking around the rest of the room in there, looking through, pulling up what looked like it might have been a table. It's kind of drips in smoke, and she coughs there. That has to be it. That has to be the clue. Give it here. She takes down and just looks over. Same here.
Very good.
What did it say?
It said truth and death.
I'm dead.
Werewolf is not dead. The vampire is undead. Truth and death.
If you look at it, it reflects the right person.
She holds it up in front of the hole. Evil. The vampire and the werewolf, evil. But the mirror, humanity. I don't know.
What about someone's reflection in the mirror as you hold it? Doesn't matter who's looking, then that's the key.
Maybe. And she hands it to you.
Me. Okay. I hold the mirror and I walk up and have it in the silhouette.
Yeah, as you hold it there, you wait a second. And amongst the vampire, a werewolf, another vampire. You don't really notice anything. Two of you roll for perception.
I'd like to re-roll this with Chrono Shift.
Yes.
That's 8. 8.
8.
Out of the corner of your eye, you thought you saw maybe a fleck of light.
After she did that?
Maybe.
Anything happening?
I thought I saw a little light. I don't know where it came from though.
Is there another opening? As I'm standing here, you guys should see if there's another opening.
I take a look around.
Yeah, Esmeralda looks around as well. Looking around. She takes her hand axe out and starts talking things. There's nothing here.
Well, this is your master's home, so I would make the most sense if you held the mirror.
I like to go take it from her. Hold it. So I'm in the silhouette then.
You hold it up. You stare at it. And as you see yourself, you're reminded of the other night. You're reminded of Jezebel and Edward. What you might have done. What you tried to do. You're just as evil as a vampire or a werewolf. Anything?
Just some good old self-reflection.
I can give it a go.
Alright, Amadeus, give it a
Right
go.
ahead.
I'm doing the same thing.
As you do, you're left again with your reflection, something that you haven't contemplated very often. You're not one for mirrors.
You're not
A lot of
looker.
vanity. Yeah.
But you do consider the implication of all that you've done, gifting a child to a hag, protecting your loved one, your sister, someone who's dangerous, the harm it might cause in the future. You wonder if you yourself would not be looked at in the same light as these two.
And you?
Esmeralda, do you want to give it a go?
I already did.
Oh, well, I'll try again. Okay, I'm gonna try
Let's keep a
again.
look at while she does it this
Yeah.
time. Better
Let me try again.
As you hold it up, you stare in that mirror, and amongst the two of them, you think of yesterday and how you might have killed your friend. You would have. You wanted to. And you think you might do it again.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, do we
Do
see
we notice
anything?
anything?
Nothing magical.
Nothing happened. I'm just gonna leave it there and like let go because it doesn't stand up like against that.
Oh yeah, you can kind of lean.
I'm gonna lean it against there.
You
Well,
notice that he's a raven.
but what about the bird?
We could try the bird.
He's really nice. We could try him. That's the only other person in this house.
Hey. Stefan, I need you to fly. Or is there
Not
a
that
place-
bird.
What bird are you talking about?
You got the call.
No,
Oh,
Amadeus.
oh, my bad.
The big bird.
I thought maybe the bird
The
in
bear.
the room.
No, the bear
owl
bird.
Yeah,
It's not it though.
We could try.
No.
You
This
said-
seems
I'd like to
pointless.
hold up
You're
my
wasting-
octopus to the mirror.
Okay.
Oh,
You
we're
can
just
open it, you
wasting
can
You
so much
do
time.
that, and it looks
Oh,
at
yeah,
it
you hold the
in,
mirror.
in a similar contemplation.
No, I leaned it against
Staring at itself, it looks for a moment and turns away. Kind of puts its tentacles out
it.
out of the bottle.
Sorry.
Alright, let's move on.
Stefan has a chance here, guys.
Do it then. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Alright, give Stefan a chance with the mirror.
Okay. Stefan flies over. He looks at the mirror. And seeing it's quite shiny brass, he picks at it, he grabs it.
No, Stefan.
He flies over to you with it and holds it in his beak.
Just put it back. This is pointless. We're spending so much time on this.
Well,
this
you want to try
puzzle.
the owl bear? Bear owl?
No. It's a person, or I don't know. Truth and death. It doesn't make sense for him. I think we should just go back. There's not much more to think of at this point. We've already thought of so many ideas.
Can I cast augury to try and figure this out?
Sure.
What does that do?
What does that do?
Describe how you do that.
So I'm gonna sit down like Doctor Strange did in Infinity War and go through all the possible outcomes in the known universe to try to figure out what this dumb puzzle is.
You're sitting down in the middle of ash and soot. And as you go to close your eyes, instantly you're hit with not a vision, but what feel like flashbacks, memories of just days ago of all the evil that you've seen. And you feel it turn and twist in your heart, and you think to yourself, truth and death. Truth and death. Who deserves to live? Any of us? Is death worth the truth? You get a sense that your master is a philosophical person.
I'd like to hold up the mirror with nobody in the reflection.
Yeah, you do that. Kind of turn it around. As you look around the room, you get a sense that there's some sort of magical presence here. Something, a light that's just out of view from the mirror that you're not able to see. Something with the room. But it has to do with this. You turn it back and you see yourself, and it has to do with you. You feel that pain in your arm, and at the same time you think you might deserve it.
Maybe it's a reflection. That's why there's light.
I have an idea. Shoving my hand back into the hole and going in as far as I can. Coming up.
You already were up to your shoulder. I'm pretty sure it's the reflection on the mirror. What if the reflection of the mirror shines a light? I don't think you should stick your hand back in there.
Maybe the mirror is just
I think if it bends light, remember mirrors, if you hold it a certain way, what if it points to something?
The light reflects on it.
Yeah, it's because Amadeus saw a light when I held it. What if I held it the right way that it's supposed to be held? Can I grab it? Can I grab it from you, Breland?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. Like, to see if any light reflects from it and just keep moving it around.
Yeah, as you do, you're not seeing maybe what he was seeing. The room is just black.
Oh, no. It's just dark. What I see.
I'd like to try looking around the room with the mirror, trying to find that light.
As you do, you get the sense it's more of an aura than maybe a physical light source around the room. There's something magical about the room itself, but you don't get a sense that there is a specific light source in the room.
Your arm was already in there, almost to your shoulder. You can't go in much past that. Honestly, what if this isn't even a puzzle? What if this...
Absolutely.
What if this is just...
Truth and death.
I know, but what if
It
it's...
looked like a burger.
Did you guys just hear what he was saying, that your master was that he's a philosophical man, meaning that this could just merely be a mirror and two statues. And it's supposed to help you self-reflect. And that's why you look into it. And you analyze yourself next to two evils. That's it.
I mean, yeah.
Truth and death. I don't know, maybe it's a way to end your life, but I think that's pretty awful.
I think Renan is right. If you don't put your hand in, I'll put her hand in. Sorry.
Let's round that. I agree there, I guess. It's one or the other.
I go over to Amadeus. This goes wrong. Or it goes correctly.
out right before.
Relearn.
Yeah, it's been a great thing for this adventure. See you again.
Relearn. What are you planning to do?
I would like to stick both of my hands in there at the same time. We haven't tried a foot yet. My God.
Instantly, you feel the warmth as it begins to heat up like an oven. Hotter and hotter and hotter. There's no flames yet, but you feel as if you're in a broiler. Your skin melting, the one on your other hand singed, it curls and twists back and forth. Your hairs begin to singe until they erupt in little bits like the end of a cigarette. Each one of them sizzling down until they melt into your flesh. Your flesh twists and peels and erupts in flame, and suddenly you're there, a light that casts out into the room, that light emitting. You're transfixed. But you get a sense that the light coming from that hole is also coming from somewhere behind you. You, however, are completely transfixed, watching your hands melt away, screaming, unable to move, unable to pull.
Can I look around the mirror?
Yeah, you look around, taking the mirror, before you're able to raise it. You see something strange in the top left-hand corner of the room. It's as if there's color again. It's slowly spreading, little by little. There's a red book, and a blue one, and a green one next to it. Slowly the books begin to meld back into shape, into place. Wood cracks and sizzle, but not above the screams and the crackling of your own flesh and bone. You're able to see the exposed tendrils as you melt away.
Was I supposed to take that damage?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
It's
even
a
see
damage.
what
What
it
if
was.
I need to go in there?
The room
I have higher
continues
health.
to grow.
I didn't see what either of
It
them
was
were.
3 and a 1.
Okay.
And a 6. You're able to move around the room while I roll these dice or do anything if you'd like.
For the books? Is the room just
The
coming
room
into
is
color?
slowly coming to color and slowly regrowing. It's as if it's mending.
How much? Relearn. How are you doing? What's your damage at?
Are you?
Okay.
Too meta.
Let me look.
Okay.
I'm at 8.
I'm getting ready to knock over that statue. He's going to die. Good trick.
What was that?
Why do you
It's a
think the
health.
room is coming back?
But it's a health. Esmeralda said we are weak.
Esmeralda watches completely transfixed. She makes a move for him.
I am at 3.
To go and pull him out. She kind of storms across the room and goes and places her hand on.
I grab the statue. I take it down.
You. At that, you pull him out. He falls to the ground. Your hands sizzling and burning.
Is the room still half lit?
It is. Slowly, the black begins to encroach again.
I'm putting my hands in.
You do.
Yep.
All right.
I'm not letting it go away. I'm not letting relearns.
Did we put the wolf statue back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You grab it. Put it back up. Okay. You're taking damage.
Yep. Where's the pencil? Over there.
I have one.
The trap is in front of you.
Okay. What is it?
7.
Almost done.
Your hands begin to melt and sizzle and burn away in the same way. You feel your bones ache. You begin to crack, sizzle. So you want to do it?
Yeah.
Can I search around the room while it's starting to light up for anything?
Sure.
Help.
Yeah.
Like pieces.
What was that one?
7.
I'm just gonna go on.
Yeah, you go up and you go to pull a book, and as you touch it, they're hot, burning hot like a stove top. As you go to touch the books.
What was it?
7.
I guess I'll start kind of burning off quickly.
You do? Okay.
Yes.
You do. Your fingers begin to burn, but they do fall out and they open up. You recognize them to be in a different language. Some of them swirled with different what look like spells. That's another 8 damage.
Got it.
2, 3.
Ruler, can you walk over here? I know you're hurt, but
Amadeus, get ready to take it out.
What do you got?
8.
I'm gonna go pull the little statue out.
I'm gonna start. Are you doing? Okay. You pull it off. And she falls out, instantly sizzle, burn up to your forearms. They're just scalding, blackened claws. As you fall out, you're hyperventilating, unable to really even scream.
I want to go back to the book room and just see if I can search for anything around there.
Okay. You run back into that room. It's Esmeralda. She says there. This isn't right. We're so close and yet it is incomplete. She looks around and goes to kind of your side. She begins to feel and look at your hands. You go to that other room. You run around inside what looks like a washroom. You run over to the bath, a large porcelain bath with a clawfoot tub. You look around and nothing really seems of note in here. There's a faucet you could turn on. You run into the other room and look around. There's a large bed, different stands. There's nothing that immediately screams out to you that it belongs in the other room. But you're able to cry out in pain now as the hyperventilating begins to stop seizing your chest, and you let out kind of this shrill, just gasping for air.
There's no color in the room, or is it kind of?
It's quickly going away. It's truth in death. You have to die.
I whisper out quickly. Pick me up.
This is stupid. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I gasp for that because I don't think I can talk very much. It's not worth it.
Do it.
Roll for persuasion.
Yeah, you asked for it.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Yeah. She looks down at you. Get your friend to do it. I'm not here to kill you. She goes and begins to walk out of the room. She walks out to the bathroom where you are.
Oh, and then
Forget that moment.
okay.
Yeah,
You're sweet. Okay.
Your friend wants you to kill him.
I won't do that. Who knows where it even brings us? You don't know what's gonna happen. You could die and nothing could happen. What if there is something? What if it's worth finding? What if we need it?
What if you knew? Mordenkainen. I've heard stories of him. He's a powerful mage. One of the most powerful. If he was here, clearly he created this. If he did not destroy Strahd, he must have found something out about it. He has to know. Something that we don't.
I can't imagine you would kill this apprentice. I just can't see it.
I do not know him well. Perhaps he's meant a proxy.
I walk over there.
Can I
She
start to
turns and follows you back in, but
I'd like to start trying to push myself up as best I can.
yeah, you do that. You see him on his crisped elbows as he kind of begins to hobble over towards the door. Both his shirt is still embers, still trickle flamed up to his shoulders.
Can I remember to stop him before he? Where are you at so far?
Oh yeah, he's close to it. He's kind of at the base of it, but
real quick.
too low. Yeah.
Brother, what are you doing? You know what will happen if you do this, right?
Sadly.
Do you think your master meant for this? And leave it and come this far. Just stop here.
I'm like, I'm on the ground, like, still, I can never really respond.
It'll work.
How can you be sure?
I have a feeling. He has a feeling. It'll work. Lost.
Is that the right music?
No.
I was like, what's happening?
Wait,
That is not the right.
the owlbear comes in
There.
and attacking us now.
No, it will work. He's nearly dead already. It will be quick.
I hate to say this as an idea, but couldn't we just cut an arm off and put it in there?
Is that death?
True.
You don't believe that at all.
Definitely not. Amadeus. It's been a good experience getting to know both of you.
I'm like, I'm probably am sat up by now, but
But at this point, I believe this is the best course of action.
What's the point of the mirror?
Maybe to have seen the color return as you were burning yourself.
Amadeus, let him. He's changed my mind. Relearn wants to do
Alright,
this. Don't let him do it.
I'm gonna help him out. Nothing good.
Yeah, Esmeralda bends down and helps you as well.
Your wish. I'm gonna be right next to him when he does it too. I'm just gonna hold on to him.
Yeah,
I kind of take you by the elbows and slowly. Are you sure?
it's the only course.
She looks across at you and kind of push him forward as he presses his arms inside. There's this humming about the room, this vibration, this as he places his hands inside. And far deep within the hole, fire begins to dwindle and raise. Swirling vortex, a tunnel filling like the maw of a dragon. As the flames rise and they begin to lick your fingers, you don't even feel it. The flames singe and burn up your hand. Burning away.
Oh my gosh, of course the two.
You begin to weep silently. Your body doesn't seem to know what's happening to it. You glimpse down and see the octopus swirling around in its bowl, frantic, You hear nothing other than that hum and the ticking of your clocks within your jacket.
Is that a 1?
It's a 3.
Wouldn't it matter?
Yeah, because it would have been at 1.
As you drop, his arms burn and singe until the point the flame is so bright you can no longer even see them. The flame leaps, prances out into his face, covering him. This bright white light as it consumes his body, trickling down to his knees and down to his upturned feet as he slumps over. His body, an immaculate white light. As the room around you begins to swirl again in color. The flames receding and burning away the black soot until it turns to books. Suddenly, once the flame has completely encapsulated the room and everything appears back to normal, everything goes out again. And you're left in complete darkness. Until a single white tea light emits from the center of the room. You look at it and cast shadows out across what looks like a very well-polished table. You see a hint of a shadow, something in the far corner, as it moves closer, closer, until the underlit face of it is one you recognize. You learn.
Nice.
As he looks down at that tea light, you watch it move. It's as if everything that just happened was but a mere dream. You stare down at that tea light as it flickers back and forth and leaps from the candle up into the sky above you. And there it grows, not much taller than your hand, but there flickering in the flame is a small figure with a pale, narrow face. Moves back and forth, looking at you. Your plea has been granted. You will ask, and I will answer. You have 3 questions. If it is within these books, or within my own knowledge, it will be given. Ask. Ask. Continues to move flickering flame back and forth in front of you. You all turn and see and hear this small, faint voice. The room is still completely dark.
Well, I got 3 questions. I don't know what it is.
How do I see it? I can just see that.
How can I find Mordenkainen?
Done a fair job. But it is not the right question. The question is, how does Mordenkainen find himself? Ask another.
Because I counted against my 3. get 3 more questions.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Make
my
it later.
Yeah.
It's like an 8 ball.
Most likely.
You have 2 more. We can't help you.
Can I ask you something? Or is it just right here?
You don't know.
Never mind. I forgot. Yeah, I don't even remember myself now.
For
Okay, so
sure. If it was you, I would too.
how can we rid the land of the evil fella?
To rid the land. If you ask how to defeat Lord Strahd von Tsarevich, it would be the wrong question. The damned is already defeated. To rid the land does not mean to kill what has already been killed. Ask another question. Your time is up.
How?
My taquitos are done.
Is there a way that I could go back and save my old friend Gyro?
You wish to go back in time. I have only recently come upon such knowledge. But is it knowledge or folly? I do not know. I can only offer you this document.
Please.
The candle floats, or the flame flickers high up into the sky above you. You see it trail like a comet until it lands on a certain book.
So can I have my number, please?
Yes, in a minute.
Get up here.
No.
The book folds open and out falls a single letter as it drips out. Inland saying,
You have asked your 3 questions.
Thank you.
it begins to grow brighter and brighter as it flies higher and higher and erupts in a million little sparks. As they touch the bookcases, you can see the entire library, magnificent as it might be, only lit for a few seconds until suddenly each small spark turns into a flame, a tongue of fire. It grows and grows. Suddenly the heat is upon you and you can only see the entrance that you came in. The room begins to burn.
Amadeus!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Out!
Yes.
Out! Esmeralda runs. She grabs you by the arms and pushes you forward out in front of her and throws you out into the bathhouse. Come on!
I'm grabbing her.
Okay. Yes.
Grabbing it. Yeah.
Yeah. She goes back. And are you dragging her, or are you trying to pick her up?
I'm gonna try picking her up.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for strength.
Maybe I should have dragged you.
No.
Yeah. You go and pick her up. Esmeralda just meets you at your shoulder as you run with her over your shoulder and out of that room. The big doors, they close, shut behind you, and water splashes within these doors. They look like a vast ocean, covering any hint that there was ever fire or flame or anything behind them. Anything in the water.
How do I look?
You look you look completely normal. Your skin actually kind of pink and fresh, as if
Lizard.
Lizard.
as if it hadn't been marred by any sort of scar.
Am I at the health that I was at when I started then?
No, you're at full health.
You just got your hands anymore.
Well, Charlotte said me or him, so I wasn't sure.
I had a feeling that it'd be fine.
I wondered if I would finish.
I figured, but I was like,
I was too. I was
Well.
terrified.
What does it say?
Or it's not technically the information on this book, but
Read it aloud.
if you
thank you, Amadeus. I will read it aloud.
As you go and place your eye on the first letter, you can hear the voice in your head. I'll read it to you if you want me to.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Dude, what?
My apprentice, there is such darkness here, the likes of which the nine hells would envy, but if they knew. This is no kingdom, and Strahd is no master here. My own knowledge I found so minuscule in the presence of the infinite that lies in the stones beneath Mount Gakis. Evil is too mundane a term to describe the ravenous powers at hand. And now, I'm afraid I've played most every card I have but one. That no being might use my mind, I do not risk giving you more than this hasty farewell. I hope you have come to see the purpose behind that day you first knew magic. I pray you understand and forgive if only the gods could hear me. Alas, the past is but a dream. Before now, I never truly believed there to be such power as to twist the hands of fate so far back it might produce any meaningful result. For that reason, I did not once believe the winding of watches to be anything more than a memorial for the past. Wind the watch and carry on. I recount saying to you many a time. I suppose I should say I'm sorry, but seeing as I won't remember you in a few minutes anyhow, I'll spare myself the time and instead admit I was wrong. Magic has a way of breaking rules, you know. Though I'm near certain this almost always comes at a cost. Don't take this as an excuse to break from your studies. With time, you'll make a fine wizard. Maybe even a good one. Best wishes, my dear friend, Anne. Mount Gakis? The secrets beneath Mount Gakis. It is what it said, no?
Indeed, yes.
I'm sorry, perhaps I am too focused at the task at hand. I'm sorry about your master.
No, it's quite alright.
It sounds like he cared for you in his own way.
Naive.
Esmeralda sits back as if she were contemplating the contents.
Lying to the watch and carry on. These guys. Self-discovery attitude.
I guess I think it's good to keep it a secret.
I guess, yeah.
No, you
I had no idea what you just said.
You don't
I
need to
heard.
you already know that.
You just said you heard it when you were like, nah,
What
it's
if-
not there.
Relay. Can I see the letter?
The reason it's so funny is I peeked over.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
I suggested it earlier, so that's why he's laughing.
I'm sorry, but I won't just hold on to it for right now. Have you warmed my watches for nothing? Don't take an excuse. Don't break from your studies. Good one. Come all the way here. He doesn't even know how to do it.
At least you're alive.
Yeah. Okay.
Could be a worst case scenario.
What would that be?
You're dead. That would be the worst case scenario.
So
You look normal. You came back normal.
that's good. I guess.
It looks just like you're living full of shit.
I don't think all hope is lost. I have an idea.
Pretty
I didn't see the letter, but from what the candle said, what if Mordenkainen is the crazy man? On the mountain, the candle said that he can't find himself and it looks like he lost his mind. It doesn't look like he's dead. Just an idea.
It's true. Could be
He's a
him.
very powerful, crazy man. He can shapeshift.
Crazy beforehand too. In a different way. I guess it's possible. But what's the point of finding him now anyway?
What?
Can't hurt. Help.
I don't know how to make a crazy man insane though, but
I don't know. I guess it's nothing else here. Feels like there's nothing else beyond this as well now. What are we meant to do?
we still have a life to live.
Do what? We're stuck here.
How do you know that?
Do you know a way to go to get out of here?
You can go ask the bear.
Can you talk to animals?
He seems to like me. Go see. We can get out.
Sure. Let's go talk to them. Owl bear. Go find.
Was there crazy happen check?
Oh wait, what time is it?
There's no way of knowing what time it is.
No, not really.
I wouldn't expect.
Always rest here.
Yeah, you can rest. I'm exhausted.
Sure. Let's rest. Sorry, I didn't go through that.
Right.
You guys can have the last adventure. Doesn't matter.
Wherever you sleep.
I'll just go to the guest room.
Are we tired?
You are too in pain to be tired.
Okay.
You're completely burned, singed. Esmeralda, she kind of walks around the bathhouse. This place is strange. It's laden with dangers, of course, but there's reason behind it all.
not as if he'd laid these traps for us to find, but rather our own ignorance. We fell us into them. That owl there, down there, it is a pet. The chest that came to life, the mimic, a decoration. Perhaps in there it lies the exception, but yet it did not come after you. You willingly gave your hand to it. I don't think this house is. I don't think it's dangerous in the way we assume. Keep your wits about you. But I bet there's purpose here. She goes and she twists the nozzle of the bathtub as it begins filling with hot, boiling water. The mist rises up from it, and instantly you're kind of hit with this just wave of warmth. I've not had a bath in ages. She goes and begins to turn the other nozzle. This is amazing. Miraculous even. On tap. It's pouring ale. Huh. Do you mind?
Feel free. Enjoy.
I'm saying
Yeah.
Can I cure part of her wounds? At least a little bit.
Sure.
Or she's not completely in pain?
You can roll and see how many hit points you can heal her.
Anything else? That is better than nothing. That's a 6.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's
So
all.
18.
Better than my gut blink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris.
So 18. That's better. But still think,
Yeah,
could I stand?
You can, but you're still in immense pain.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly walk towards the bed. Because there's really nothing else I can do.
As you do, you hear her voice, Annalie! Annalie, come here!
Is that Esmeralda?
Yeah, she pokes her head out. She has her clothes kind of wrapped quickly, hastily back on. Vidal!
What?
My foot, I had blisters all over it, and it healed me. I think you should take a bath first.
Okay. I'm coming. And I walk in there.
She doesn't kind of. She walked past her.
Alright, well, would I even be able to take my clothes off with like just like choke?
Yeah, your clothes are singed and burned onto your skin.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick my hands into the pool and probably scream because it's
Yeah,
hot.
you do that and instantly, yeah, it burns and melts. But you can see your hands as they dipped in. They're no longer black charred claws, but return pink flesh. There's an instant relief as you let yourself kind of fall face first into the great bathtub and just immediately you feel soothed. And you-
Yes.
yeah, it takes a moment, but after some time you regain your hit
Okay.
points. The two of you, while she's in there, what are you doing?
I'd like to hold onto my octopus and hold. It's still cracked a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast mending on the crack to try to fix it.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. The crack begins to shrink and until it disappears.
Where are we at right now?
We're just in the main master bedroom.
We haven't checked the guest room yet, have we?
I was just about to do that. Go together.
Esmeralda she kind of lingers in that room. Lets the two of you leave. What you do, you walk out across the mezzanine, a large indoor balcony. You come around and find the large oak doors sealed shut with two rather ornate carved swirling handles.
Sealed shut?
I think it's closed.
I pull it open. Or I attempt to.
As you do, describe what you might see in the perfect room. Void of items, let's say, to make it a location. Perfect location. If you were to pick a place to rest, where would it be?
Right above his back. Yeah. I really finished.
Yeah, I was like, I think you were.
Okay, what do you find when you open that door?
Didn't expect it to be great.
Yeah, be free.
It's just a bed. It's just a
Yeah.
bed. And a stand for a book. No, I would expect it to
Think of a Minecraft house, man.
diamond blocks everywhere.
Okay, what do you see?
I feel like it would be like it's a circular room with like a clock going underneath it, with a circular bed that's in the shape of, or that looks kind of like a clock, and then a bunch of like book stands and cases filled with tons of different books and a book stand to read upon. That'd be pretty big. Yeah, it actually spins too, like a clock.
Okay, you step inside that room. And as you do, you feel immediately just overwhelmed with a sense of just peace and calm. The room is definitely enchanted. But even the air itself, it kind of has this way of passing over you as if the wind outside had come in through the window and blows just a nice warm breeze across you. Inside, on that bookshelf, you see all your favorites that you've read 100 times over. Each of those books laid in gilded gold in their pristine condition. And next to them, on that stand, you see another rolled up piece of paper.
I'd like to grab that piece of paper.
You do, and you recognize the look of just the page itself. Without any words on the back, you know it's torn from a book. The Book of Shadows. A personal spell book. There's been modifications made to it so that one might be able to cast at any level. It is the scroll of Raised Dead. No stipulations. You recognize it to be specifically gifted from Mordenkainen that left there in that room.
Is it just the one spell, or? Oh yeah, because there's
No.
This is quite something.
When he looks into the room, he sees you standing there like this. But as you step in, you see something different altogether.
This is so cool.
I can do mine.
What do you see in your perfect,
Let's
peaceful
see. It looks like
place?
my room from my home. So just a wood-built room. I live at a king size. Yeah, smaller room. Definitely smaller room. Just a king size bed. An animal house.
Yeah.
Now a stand for my raven.
Yeah. He flies there and he looks as if it were made just for him. He sits and kind of nestles down. You see his feathers kind of shake out. See, and nestles into place, looking like he's already ready to fall asleep. But as you walk over to that bed, you pass another stand. Armor. Studded leather armor. Something too nice for you to own in the past, but something you would have liked to buy at one point.
You know, it's compressed. Walk over to it.
Yeah.
Just kind of feel it.
Yeah, as you touch it, it feels solid leather, and as you turn it over, you see actually there's some sort of markings scribed on the inside of it. Something about it feels tougher than usual. You recognize it immediately to be very well crafted, and probably magical of some sort.
I'd like to try it on.
As you do, you feel as if you'd be impervious to many physical attacks. Your armor class will increase to we're gonna make it's 13 plus your dex modifier.
We have 13 plus.
13 plus your dex.
Oh, 60.
Pretty good for a ranger.
That's what I am.
That's crazy.
Also there, as you sit down on your bed, you hear something rattle. You look and something fell. It's a quiver. Arrows in it.
Again.
The feathers at the ends, the fletching, all appear to be different colors. I would like to roll a D8. What is it?
It's an
8?
Before I even rolled.
Exactly.
Okay. As you pull one out, you see it scribed with a strange marking. The end of it isn't sharp, but rather looks like a small cube. You recognize it as something you've only read about, an explosive arrow. There are 5 of those in there.
Never rolling 5 before more times.
You will roll one more time.
One more time.
And there also are brown fletched arrows. As you pull them out, you see they're actually wound with a type of very fine and sturdy twine. They're rope arrows, each of them 25 feet of rope are attached to these arrows, and you would be able to use that, you figure, to climb or to construct some sort of.
How many do I get for those?
You have 10 of those.
Building to building, swing around.
I just turned into Spider-Man and Hawkeye.
Spider-Man getting green arrow?
Oh, yeah. Don't even compare me to Green Arrow.
Yeah, you can actually roll one more time.
It's something that
Yeah.
I want to the ring.
You find 3 smoking arrows. These arrows, they have a small clay head. And you have heard about these, that when they erupt, they'll release a large sphere of smoke that causes people to gag if they breathe it, but it doesn't deal damage to them. And that room, you feel so calm and at ease that you find yourself sitting on the bed. You lean back only to feel what the furs feel like. You will learn doing the same with your fine linen sheets. You lay there, you find rest. You, when you're done taking a bath, you find yourself sopping wet as you step out of this tub. But there, it feels as if a cold, salty wind comes blowing out of the ceiling, and the sky opens up, and the water evaporates, peeling from your skin up into the sky, and little water droplets, a reverse rain, as it drifts up, forms a cloud, and then becomes solid again in a clear white ceiling. You step out of the room, and you see Esmeralda is passed out on the bed. It looks like she might have sat down and immediately fallen over asleep. What do you do?
I'm going looking for Amadeus to learn. Okay, that's exactly what I would do. Amadeus!
Yeah, you don't hear their voices. The house is quiet.
Can I look around for them?
Oh,
I was like, crap, I'm all by myself. Like, shoot.
You find
I'm all by myself.
Instant KO.
You look around, and eventually you find the room, the guest room. The door is slightly ajar. The light seeps out of it.
Amadeus, relearn as I look into the room.
As you do, you're instantly greeted with a familiar sensation of walking into a cold, a little bit musty castle. You step inside and the air is sort of moist and wet, but it's not so unpleasant. It's lit, but not too light. You're able to see as you walk down a long hall. And there at the end, you see a table shrouded with a fine purple velvet cloth. There's something underneath the cloth in some sort of shape.
Can I go remove it?
You move forward, placing your hand, expecting you don't know what. As you pull it away, you're confronted with a living body laid out there, his head bald, his dark black mustache curled, and a fine goatee that protrudes. His face sits in this prideful scorn, though he is asleep. He breathes, you can feel his heart beating, but he doesn't move as you come near.
I swear to God. It's not me.
Do I know? Do I recognize this person?
He looks oddly, vaguely familiar, but it's not anyone that you put a name to.
Can I shake him away?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
You do, you place a hand on him and push him, shaking his chest. He only seems to rattle. Nothing. Completely silent.
Hello? Are you wake up? Trying to wake him up.
Sit down.
No, he does not move.
Can
He's
I
in
look
some
around?
sort of deep slumber.
Looking around, do I see anything?
You look around a moment, and what you do see is the room lit faintly in candles. A coffin
lay spread on the other side of the table. And beside it, there is chainmail armor strung up on a wall.
Can I hear his heartbeat?
You do. It doesn't react to you at all. It's that constant thud. But as you stand there, the longer you do, the louder it grows. And you find yourself all alone. You can't help but think that no one would even know.
I'm gonna think back to relearn what happened and how I was, and that I never want that to happen again to the people that I care about and that I love. So I'm gonna find his neck.
You lean down, and as you bite into him, he doesn't even react. His face completely still, although there is a slight twinge of muscle as he clearly is alive. And you drain him slowly, not wasting a drop as the blood pools into your mouth and you swallow after swallow after swallow. You begin to gorge yourself. The more and more you drink, the harder it is for you to stop. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
15. Well, oh wait, it's right there. 19.
Yeah, you find yourself just able to pull yourself away from his neck. No more blood seeps. And as you push him away, you feel his heartbeat so faint as it ticks, ticks, ticks. And goes quiet. He's dead. And you are full. Your body feels enlivened. You are completely healed now already, but you also get your ability to add, you can add a full 10 to whatever next roll you have. As you are completely gorged, you find yourself looking over at that small space that you can enclose yourself in, the coffin. You look at it, and with ease, you find yourself slipping down into its nicely padded walls. Without touching anything, the lid begins to close, and before it even clicks shut, you find yourself asleep. And I think we will stop there for a break.
Perfect. All right.